Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Ollie from Theme Gaming here. This is the second video in a series of videos around improving and creating YouTube content using hopefully free software. Now, the first video with a link in the video in the description now was around creating thumbnails. If you're interested in that kind of thing, check that video out. It's not bad. I've had some good feedback from that one. This is the second video in that series, and this one is going to be about improving the audio quality of your videos. Now, you can't really get away from the fact that audio quality is generated initially from the quality of your microphone. So if you have a really shonky microphone, ultimately your audio content is going to be slightly poor. But using some free tools and free software and some little tips and tricks that we've got, hopefully I'm going to show you in this video, you should be able to ultimately increase the audio quality of your videos. Now, personally, I use a Turtle Beach PX21. It's got a condenser microphone in it already, so the quality of the audio that I get off of that is pretty good. However, I do like to just tidy up as well a little bit, and I use a free tool called Audacity to do that. So Audacity is, an open source audio editor. I'm on version 2.0.3, as you can see there, and basically we are able to download that off of the website there, audacitysourceforge.net. Try and get the latest version if you can. If you're struggling with that, leave a comment in the section below, and I'll help you out. I'll give you some more details about the best place to download that. But basically, go and grab Audacity, install it. It's a really, really cool tool. However, it can be slightly daunting, as with most programs that I find, and I'm reasonably technical when it comes to computers. I work in the IT industry, so I find it pretty daunting when you look at some of these kind of editing tools. They look really complex, and obviously it takes me a while, but ultimately I do get to grips with them, and I'm sure everyone else will find the same. So first things first, when you open Audacity, you are propositioned with the timeline. But also a couple of important things that really threw me to start with. These selections here, make sure they're the medium, so that is the speakers or the way you want to hear the stuff you're recording. I like to choose the speakers of my headphones, and the microphone, so what you're actually going to use to record. So again, I choose the speakers from my headphones. Ultimately, what we're going to really be doing is improving the audio quality by removing any excess noise that's picked up from the microphone whilst you're recording, and maybe changing the levels slightly to make our voices sound slightly more sexier, a bit more like Barry White than anything else. So what we're going to be doing to use that is we're going to import some audio, or more to the point, use the recording tool here. So if I want to record myself, I can record myself talking, and you see the WAV file coming up there. Now if I stop that, play that back, I can record myself talking, and you see the WAV file coming up there. Okay, so that's an audio track that we've recorded. Now personally, from my perspective, whenever I do a voiceover audio, so I've got gameplay with a voiceover that I'm talking, or an intro, I always use it within Audacity. Now there are some ways. If you record your audio via, say, Bandicam or Fraps or your recording software, and you do it during, there's a couple of pitfalls with that. And what you've got to remember there is it is going to pick up the in-game sounds and noise, which is very difficult when you bring it into an editing piece of software to improve your voice and not improve the actual audio from the game that you've picked up. So when you're doing that kind of thing, where you're actually doing an intro or you're talking about the game, rather than like Skype commentary, which I appreciate, you can't really improve that, and that's just gameplay with Skype commentary. People maybe don't want the best audio quality on that one, but when you're trying to do a tutorial, for example, and you're talking over the top of the game, you really want to make sure that your voice is as crisp and as good as you can make it. So in doing that, what you can do is you can import file import audio, and you can actually select a video, and it'll extract the audio from that video. So I did some double ret, I think, and that was the video I uploaded. It extracts that and gives me the WAV file. However, I don't really want to have to do that. So what we can do is I can simulate some recording quality by putting my microphone closer to my laptop now. So hopefully my speaker is now picking up some of the residual noise from my laptop while I'm talking. So if I record myself, I should be able to say that I am taking some residual noise from the laptop. Okay, so you'll notice this large section here that I left without me talking. Now, what that does is when we're recording, it's picked up noise from the microphone that doesn't actually have me talking. So that's background noise, and that's important. And the reason that's important is we need to sample that background noise to then remove that background noise from the rest of the bit when I am talking. So if we just play that bit on its own, you can sort of hear stuff going on in the background. So what we can do is we can remove that residual noise, which would leave just my beautiful voice. If I record myself, I should be able to, without any of that noise in the background. And we do that using a sampling effect. So what we do is we select, what I'm doing is I am selecting the timeline and then holding shift and the right sorry, I'm lying to you. I hold shift and then I select, dragging using my left click and a drag, the section of blank noise, so without me talking. I then go effect and I'm looking for noise removal, and in noise removal I want to click, the first step is get noise profile. So what that does is it analyzes the bit that I've selected, which has got me not talking, and it's going to basically then say I want to apply that to the whole one. So I've selected the audio track in its entirety by left clicking on this portion here. I then go effect, noise removal, and just click OK. And what you'll see is all of a sudden all of that noise on the end there has disappeared. So if I just play that on its own, blank. Now I'm not sure if that's going to come through because I'm not actually removing the noise from my microphone currently, so you may not have seen any benefit then, because my mic still might be picking up some residual noise. But if we listen to the whole thing in its entirety, I'm hoping we'll see a noticeable improvement. If I record myself, I should be able to say that I am taking some residual noise from the laptop. Okay, so that's my first tip about noise removal. It's a very, very good tip in my opinion, especially when the quality of your mic is not quite as good. The quality of your mic is going to be dictated obviously by the price you've paid, but a condenser microphone generally picks up less residual and external noise. So the cheaper your microphone, the more likelihood it is going to pick up other noise, and also it might even create a little bit of noise itself, just because that's what happens with microphones. So using that tip, you can really improve the quality of your voice. However, if unlike me you don't have a deep sexy voice like Barry White and you want to do that, you can also alter the the levels within your voice via bass and treble. Now I personally like to add a little bit of bass, say 5. And what that does is it just increases the bass levels. If I record myself, I should be able to. Now, that's pretty much it in terms of audio quality improvement. I think that that's a really basic, quick tip. People will really appreciate that audio quality improvement. It's a free tool, Audacity. There are a few add-ons that you need to include to import audio from a movie file, so if you want me to discuss that, please leave a comment in the description. But I hope you enjoyed this little tip. It's taken a little bit longer to explain it because I do natter on than I hoped, and considering it's a very quick and easy tip, I've probably gone over my allotted time already. So please stay tuned to the channel for more tips and tricks, more arena content from World of Warcraft. But if you want any more information on how to create YouTube content free, please leave a comment in the description, and maybe I'll get round to another video around actually using movie making editing software, and I think we're probably going to start with Windows Movie Maker, which is a free tool downloadable off the Windows website, the download site, should I say, and it's free and it's really easy to use, and if you get good at that, you can make videos look really cool. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers guys.